Welcome to today's video. I'm the Hooded Lid, and today I thought I would do another Will I Buy It video. I really kind of enjoyed it, and it also acts as a reminder to me of what I need to get. Oftentimes I put it in the calendar for something I'm really excited about, but sometimes I just don't have the release dates. So get a cup of coffee. It's probably not going to be too long, but these are some things that are coming out soon that I'm definitely considering. The things that I'm not considering, I'm not even going to mention. All right, Bobbi Brown. Bobbi Brown is kind of hit or miss. Sometimes love, sometimes not so love, but holds a place in my heart because that's the first makeup line that I ever felt really spoke to me. A lot of things have changed since then. It's been maybe 30 years, but I still have a little bit of an affinity for Bobbi Brown. They have something coming out for holiday. It looks like 2 quads, and one of them looks pretty. It's the one on the left, kind of up my alley, but this brush set is really cute. First of all, this green wallet situation, I love it. I can't see it close up. From what I'm seeing, I love it. And her brushes used to be some of the best brushes around. They used to be natural and they were great, and I have some that are 20 plus years old and they're still in great shape. If you take care of your brushes, they'll last you for a long time. This set, from what I can tell, looks like a really good set to travel with. It looks like 3 shadow brushes and 2 powder brushes or face brushes. So that's pretty. And even if not for me, because I don't travel. Here comes a helicopter. Now this lipstick is really interesting. It looks like it's half red and half blue. I just want to see this. I just want to know what this is all about. Her highlighters are a little too much for me, so that's a no. But these are a couple of interesting things, especially that lipstick. Bobbi Brown also has some new lips coming out. The packaging is beautiful, from what I can see. Most of these, by the way, I'm getting off of Trend Mood, but a couple of them I'm getting from different places. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of bigger than a pencil, but it's smaller than her art stick she had a couple of years ago, which I found to be super drying, which brings me to, don't think I'll be going to this one because I find all her lip formulas generally, well, most of them, to be very drying. It's probably a pass for me, but pretty enough to consider, again, for a stocking stuffer, if you know someone who's into lipsticks. All right, so Dior is coming out with some goodies for the holidays. She has a blush, they have a blush and 2 quints and some lips and something I'm not sure what it is. I also don't know when it's coming out, sometimes in October, and they have a snowflake embossed on them. The blush looks like something I might already have, and I'm trying to go more neutral in my blushes. I'm trying to expand that side of my blush wardrobe, so I'm not sure. The 2 quints, one of them has a yellow and a peach and some browns, but the other one has blue grays and silvers and a burgundy. Now, I've never seen a palette that has this kind of combination. If the burgundy wasn't in there, I'd probably say no, because blues can be very difficult on me. But these blues are steel blues. They have grays in them, and I'm really digging grays right now. So this one I'm really interested in. I hope that I'll be able to see it in person, and if nobody's watching, I'll just sneak a peek and rub my finger on that burgundy and see what's going on with that. But the soft cashmere, beautiful quality, such a huge change from her other quints. I keep on saying her, definitely interested in that particular one. Their lips I don't find to be incredibly comfortable. They tend to just go into my lines, my vertical lines of my lips within 45 minutes, and my lip lines are deeper because it feels so drying, so probably not. Out now, Marc Jacobs has a bunch of stuff. They have a foiled highlighter that is huge. It's for your face and body. No. Here's the thing for this Christmas collection, or holiday collection. It's green and red, but it's mint green, which mint green has to be done well for me. And cherries. And I just feel like this packaging is so flippin' young, but the prices are not young, as you know. There's like 6 colors, and it's pretty much $50 for the eyeshadows. They're $49.50, as if we're not going to notice. It's close to $50. And when I look at that, I think three looks, like the first three, which are real light, the last three, which are really dark, and then you can mix them together, but it's just not singing to me. So that's going to be a pass. The lip color, meh, I find their lipsticks comfortable, but I don't know if this is a color that already exists and they're just reissuing it in this minty, yeah, I can't. I can't do the mint. That'll be pass. All right, Too Faced. Too Faced is, I consider it kind of a young line, but I have to tell you, if you are crepey, you need to try out their shadows. Not all of the shadows. The shadows that come in cardboard stuff, no. The shadows in the tins, yes. Now they are doing variations. They're doing salted caramel and something that looks a lot like another gingerbread, but these are smaller. So there's 8 in each one, and this might be a really nice entryway into this line just to give it a look-see and see if it works with your eyes. I think these shadows are really, really underrated. They all smell good too. I want to eat them. And I don't know. For me, I already have the Gingerbread Extreme, I think it's called, or Extra. So no for me, but if you haven't explored this colorway in this line, might be a good opportunity. And also, they're small. It looks like they are making stocking stuffers all over the place, and this would be a fun one to do. I keep on hearing these ideas, these rumors that makeup is getting softer, which I am all about. Maybe we can forget about false eyelashes for a hot minute. But I don't think Pat McGrath got the message. She is doing a lip kit with glitters. There's 4 different sizes of glitters, and some of them are really huge. One picture looked like they were more like spikes. Like, you know, it's 80s to me. This is extraordinarily 80s, and the spikes reminded me of the spikes on leather jackets from the 80s. It's coming with Elson, which is a beautiful color. I actually have Elson. It's coming with, looks like duo lash glue for the glitters, and you guys, this is a hot, absolutely not for me. Even if I was going to Halloween, what character would I be if I had that on my lips? But this does not follow the whole idea of makeup is getting softer. I'm ready to put on my roller skates and listen to Xanadu kind of a thing. It's a hot no. All right, I don't have the entire lineup of this in front of me, but Fenty has 2 like minis of her Stunna lip paints. As mattes go, this is very, very comfortable. NARS lip paints, they're not called lip paints, but they're mattes, have that same formula. Huda's very similar. They're very thin, and they're not super drying. The problem is one is red, and I already have their very first one, which was red. One of them looks like a purpley pink. Again, something I have to see in person, but they come as a set. So I think I might pass on this. We'll see. It's a maybe. Oh, by the way, you guys, if you are liking this look, it'll be up probably next week. I mixed together the Glam palette with the Lila palette, and I wanted to see, you know, if we pulled in colors from somewhere else, something cool, or this is mixing a little bit something warm. I'm really digging it, and it'll be up next week. Hourglass. This has already been released, so they have 2 lip colors. I don't like this formula. I find it to be drying. They have a quad and they have a 6-pan. Just right off the bat, in the 6-pan, there are 3 new shades and 3 repeat shades. One of the repeat shades is a blush that I've always been interested in, Mood Exposure, but I can just buy a single of that. I already have some powders from her that I like, but the truth is I never wear them because I'm kind of glowy as it is. I think those work well if you're using something matte and you want to bring some radiance to it, but since I'm usually pretty shiny, I kind of want to knock everything back. They're pretty. I do like them and I do use them sometimes, but I just don't use them that much. One of the new ones is a highlighter, and blush, which looks pretty, and then there's the bronzer, which looks extraordinarily dark. The last couple of years, their palettes have been super, super dark. I've put them on in store back in the day when you could ask to borrow a brush, or God forbid if they say, no, but I'll put it on, and you look like a clown after they put it on your face. They're just too dark for me. I can take a very deep blush and just put a whisper of it on with a brush that's not very dense, and get that color without getting too much color. But to me, when a bronzer's too deep, it doesn't matter how lightly you apply it, it's still going to look wrong. So for me, the 6 is a no. And the 4 is a no as well. It has a highlighter. It looks a little chunky. It has a powder. It has a blush, which it doesn't look all that interesting. And then a bronzer that just doesn't look like it's gonna work out for my skin tone. So skip, skip, skip. Okay, Dior Backstage Glow Face Palettes. Okay, there's a rose gold, there's a gold, and there's a bronze, I think is how they're calling it. I thought pretty, but what is it? Is it a blush and highlight kit? Is it the gold one? It could be a bronzer, but I don't see blush in there. It's something I absolutely want to see in person. I don't have any of their Backstage face products. I do like the Backstage shadows a lot. And then I saw another ad with some models, and I don't know why, this ad made me a little more interested in it. I must see this in person. I hope that my Sephora has it. If it doesn't, I may have to strap on double masks and go to the mall to look at them, but definitely interested. I'm not 100% sure about the release date. I have a feeling this will also be in October. Okay, Charlotte Tilbury has a couple of new things coming out. I just did a walk of shame, and I ordered a limited edition highlighter, powder highlighter. My favorite highlighter is her Spotlight, the original one. I love that. It's so natural but beautiful. It's perfection for me, and I've kind of grown away from powder highlighters. This one's a powder. I'll be getting it today, and a video will be coming up probably on Monday. She also has her holiday eyeshadow palette. Again, it's 4 color stories, 3 shades in each, and as far as I can tell, not a whole lot of mattes, which Charlotte's kind of famous for. Being hooded, I really need some more mattes than she's offering. I don't need 2 shimmers, but the color story is so horribly meh. It makes me really regret not getting last year's. The first one looks warm brown. The second one is ruby, that's what the matte appears to be. There's something in there that's kind of a silvery lilac, and then a pink. And then there's an amethyst, which is a pink that looks not too different than the pink in the one I'm calling emerald, and something more silvery than the other one, which is silvery lilac-y. And then the final one is a darker brown. This is just uninspiring in every way. That will be a no for me. All right, Huda Beauty is doing a trio of her 9-pan palettes. I have several of these, and I really like the formulations a lot. The ones that she did in the spring were pastels, but they were also sheer. To me, a pastel doesn't have to be sheer, and it probably shouldn't be sheer. They were hard to build. Mint is just hard on me. The lavender one was just not that interesting. I kept the pink one just because I love that chick yellow, but I regret keeping it, to tell you the truth. There's a purple one, and she already has at least one purple palette. I don't think there's anything too different in here. There is one called Sand. If you have the New Nudes palette, I don't really think you need this. There are browns in this that are not in the New Nudes, but it's giving me that vibe in a very heavy way. And I do have the New Nudes palette, so that's a no. And then there's one that's khaki. But it's not very khaki. It's the kind of thing, once you put it on the lids, that green may not pull depending on your skin tone. I'm kind of interested. There's some peaches. And khaki and peach is different. Usually you see khakis with yellow. Maybe. I'm interested in the khaki. We'll see when it comes out. I'm sure I'll see this in person at the Sephora store. So it's a maybe. So Guerlain is doing some holiday goodies. Now, they come out with the meteorites every year in different packaging. I already have meteorites. It's expensive. I think it's about $65, and it's a little, I'm not so sure about the color, honestly. I just can't see spending the money just to have limited packaging, but I'm interested in getting the light color where I have the medium. Maybe. I love the smell of violets, but They also have a bronzer. Guerlain, to my knowledge, was the very first company to do bronzers. They were doing it when I was in high school, which was a really long time ago. Again, the limited edition packaging. The problem with Guerlain, though, is her bronzers. I always say her. Their bronzers run very, very warm, and I am much better with a cooler bronzer, so that's absolutely no. There's an eyeshadow palette that doesn't look interesting to me in the least, and there's lipsticks. Now, I don't know what's going on here, because when you buy Guerlain lipstick, you have to buy the cover separately. That way you can choose what it is. And I really like those, okay? Because they're pretty. And I like pretty stuff. I don't know if there's only these 3 shades available, or if you can buy these covers for any shade, but the covers are really beautiful. And I don't know if they're designated to the color, or if you can mix and match like you can do for the rest. They're really pretty covers, you guys. They are. We'll see. Not the most comfortable in the world, but more comfortable than the Dior's. Maybe. This one I am excited about, and I'm not going to be able to see it in person because the only place I know that carries this is Violet Grey, and I don't think they're open yet. Victoria Beckham is finally coming out with lips. So up to now she's had a lip liner and some kind of sheerish color that you go on and mush it around on your lips. Now she has some colors. It's not a lot. They're very neutral. And the descriptions do not match the colors that I'm seeing here. I don't care. There's 3 that look in the tannish area. There's one that's absolutely brown. And then there's pinks, mauves, and coolish colors. I have to buy at least 2, but the truth is, you can't return their stuff as far as I can tell if it's been used. You can't to Violet Grey. I'm not sure about her website. I will check, but this is the kind of thing where I can't buy it just for kicks, because I have a feeling if you get a color that doesn't work, it'll be by a lot. Do you know what I mean? It's like, wow, this is bad on me. It won't be like, it's okay. So I think I'll do 2, maybe 3. Absolutely, absolutely. Coming out October 1st. It's in my calendar. I am going to be there. Don't buy before me. Okay? And my friends, that is it. Will I buy it? Now you know what I'm thinking. The thing I'm looking the most forward to probably has to be the Victoria Beckham. I did order the Charlotte Tilbury highlight, and I ordered a couple of more things from Rare Beauty. I'm wearing the lip right now, actually. This is called Brave, and it's the matte lip, and I think it's a nice color. It's unusual. I don't have anything like this, but I will talk about these in another video coming up. And that's it. Thanks so much for spending some time with me. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I am wishing you good health.